Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Second Canto, 10th chapter, 33rd verse. Etat Bhagavato Rupam Sthulam Te Vyahritam Maya Maya Adibhis Chavarnae Ashtabhir Bahir Avritam. Anybody? But what meaning by Srila Prabhupada? Etat, all these, Bhagavataha, of the personality of Godhead, Rupam, form, Sthulam, gross, Te, unto you, Vyahritam, explained, Maya, by me, Mahi, the planets, Adibhi, and so on, Cha, unlimitedly, Avarnahi, by coverings, Ashtabhi, by 8, Bahi, external, Avritam, covered. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thus, by all this, the external feature of the personality of Godhead is covered by gross forms, such as those of planets, which were explained to you by me. Prabhupada. As explained in Bhagavad Gita, the separated material energy of the personality of Godhead is covered by 8 kinds of material coverings: earth, water, fire, air, sky, mind, intelligence, and false ego. All these emanations from the personality of Godhead as His external energy. These coverings are just like coverings of cloud for the sun. The cloud is a creation of the sun, yet it actually covers the eye so that one cannot see the sun. The sun cannot be covered by the clouds. The cloud can at most extend a few hundred miles in the sky, but the sun is far greater than millions of miles. So 100-mile covering is not competent to cover millions of miles. Therefore, one of the various energies of Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot, of course, cover the Lord, but these coverings are created by Him to cover the eyes of conditioned souls who want to lord it over material nature. Actually, the conditioned souls are covered by illusory, creative cloud of matter, and the Lord reserves the right of not being exposed to the eyes. Because they have no eyes of transcendental vision, because they cannot see personality of Godhead, and therefore deny the existence of Lord and the transcendental form of Lord. The covering of gigantic material feature is accepted by such men with poor fund of knowledge, and how this is so is explained in the following verse. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shlakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namah Chaitanya Manovishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamayam Tatati Supadati Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Paschandeshtarine. Okay, so this verse is talking about Etat Bhagavata Rupam. Rupam means form. The form of the Lord. So, an example is given of self-realized people. Just like we have a body and there's a soul, similarly this entire creation is a body of God. That's why it said Etat Bhagavata Rupam. Etat means this material creation. So that analogy is there. And just like self-realized saints are not at all interested in body, the Lord is not interested in this creation. And that's why this word is used, thulam. That's gross. Gross things, you're not interested. So Krishna is not interested in all these things, although He takes care of it. So just like self-realized people, they are interested in their body, but yet they take care of this body. Similarly, Krishna is not interested, but yet He takes care of this material world. It's said in Chaitanya Charitamrita that the saints, they look after their body just out of habit, naturally. It's like Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in Anta Leela it is said that he was engrossed in ecstasy of Supreme Lord. Day and night he was weeping. So Prabhupada, there's a point raised by Krishna Consciousness Swami. Then how he's looking after his body? He has to brush, he has to take bath. But he's not at all, he doesn't know even day and night. Whether it's day or night. What to talk of thinking of body. But he has to take prasad. So Krishna Kaviraj Goswami mentions that he was doing this out of routine, habit. It's a routine. You take care of the body. That's what Srila Prabhupada was. Prabhupada always said that this body will get finished to fulfill our mission in this life. So that's self-realized saint, and that is this analogy of Lord and self-realized saint. But the question is, why Krishna is not interested in this material world? And it is said in Isopanishad, Mantra 5, Tad ijjati tad naijjati, tad dure tad vantike. And Lord walks, Krishna walks, he doesn't walk. He is very far and he is very near. Prabhupada gives meaning to this very far and very near. He gives 3 meanings to this in his purport. He's very far and very near. What do you mean by that? Prabhupada gives 3 meanings, 3 insights to this in the purport. And his first meaning, he says this, that he's very far and very near means he's there in his abode. At the same time, he is near to us like Super Soul. Both. So, millions and millions and millions and millions of miles. There's exact distance, in fact, of spiritual word. Prabhupada mentioned Chaitanya Charitamrita, the exact distance. So he's there, and at the same time, if you close your eyes, he's inside you. So he's far and he's near. There's yet another meaning Prabhupada gives. He's very far and he's very near. He says, because he is very far, he is having a form. And he's near to us in impersonal form. As impersonal feature, he is very near. Impersonal means here, Super Soul doesn't interact with people, no. Super Soul is upadrashtanumantacha. Super Soul simply witnesses what is going on. It rewards, but it doesn't interact with love. Krishna interacts with love, with his devotees very far in spiritual world. He is having a form. He is having love. And that's another meaning Prabhupada gives. Taddure tadvaintike. And the third meaning is connected to this verse. Third meaning Prabhupada gives to those, Krishna is very far because Krishna is not interested in this material world. He remains far off. Just like a official person. He is just like CEOs, No, many workers, many people who are working in the company, they even don't know. They know the name of. Many people even do not know who is CEO. They might not even have known his name or met him entire life. Yet they are working in that company. So that company is there, but still he is very far. Similarly, Krishna is there. He is very far. He is not interested. He makes, he creates, he destroys, he maintains, just as a play. Said Prabhupada says in Vedanta Sutra. Just out of his causeless mercy. That's the mercy factor. He is not interested, yet he takes cares. Why? It doesn't happen with us. If we are not interested in something, we don't take care of that thing. Okay, we are disinterested. But that's not Krishna's nature. He is not interested, yet he takes cares. And that is why we name it as causeless mercy. This is the meaning of causeless. Causeless means that there is no cause of me to be interested in your matters. There's no cause. There's no reason. But yet I'll take care. That's causeless mercy. So Krishna gives us a chance to help us attain Him. That's what is all this creation all about. That's a grand plan, Prabhupada says in Bhagavad Gita. This is a grand plan of this creation. So, why is not interested in this material world? Why? What's the point? What's so wrong with this word? Many people ask, what's so wrong here? It's nice, it's fun, it's great, it's cool, maybe. So, what's wrong? There are 3 wrong things in this material world. That is, spiritual word is Sat, Chit, Anand. This word is Asat, Achit, Nir, Anand. So Krishna is not interested in this word because it is Asat. Asat means temporary. It's temporary, that's all. Who is interested in temporary things? We are also not interested in temporary things. Anyway, I'll come to this point. Temporary, Achit means dead. It is dead. There's no life. Who is interested in dead people? Nobody. And Nir Anand means devoid of love. So and we can understand that Krishna is not interested in this by understanding us. Prabhupada says in one of his lecture, you can understand God by understanding yourself. You can understand yourself by understanding God. Because the qualities of Krishna are there in us. Maybe not in full form. So both ways it goes. By understanding a drop of water, you can understand the ocean. By understanding ocean, you can understand drop of water. So it's the same psychology. It works. Prabhupada says in first Canto purport that Krishna likes to hear his name. That's why we are chanting Hare Krishna. No? He likes to hear his name. And Prabhupada gives example. Just like a girl likes to hear her glories. When boyfriend, he praises the girl, you're very beautiful. Then the girlfriend might be thinking, oh, praise more in his mind. In her mind, oh, yes, gone. So she likes. Everybody likes to be praised. Why? Because Krishna likes to be praised. It is there in his psychology, and that's coming in us. But of course, we like to be praised because of selfish means. But Krishna likes to be praised because he knows that if we praise him, we will be benefited. There's a difference between his liking and our liking. His liking is spiritual, our liking is material. What's the difference between spiritual and material? Spiritual is selfless, material is selfish. So see, Krishna doesn't like dead, temporary, and things which are devoid of love. We don't like. We understand Krishna, and now we can understand ourselves. We understand ourselves, we can understand Krishna. Somebody can ask, how can we be so sure that Krishna doesn't like this? Well, see yourself. So we don't like temporary things. All scientific endeavor is to make things long-lasting, no? That's what people advertise, no? This will last long, this will last your whole life, warranty, guarantee, whatever. It will not get destroyed. Artificial life, artificial intelligence. There is an endeavor to become eternal. Nobody likes temporariness. Why? The question is why. And this is a big question with Greek philosophers, with all Western philosophy. Why nobody likes temporary things? Why nobody likes things to be destroyed? Everybody likes to keep things permanent. Why is that? Because Krishna likes that. So we like it. Nobody likes dead people. Why? There might be some pathological conditions where people like dead people. That's called narcissism. You know narcissism? There's a pathological condition. Narcissism, you like dead people. But that's a pathological condition. Normally, nobody likes dead people. Why? Because Krishna doesn't like. Just like Lord Ram, when he was going in forest, Chitrakoot, and he was going with Lakshman, Sita, and he saw a tree, and the leaves were falling. And the leaves were dead, just like here outside. So many leaves are falling, and they become like dry, yellow. So Ram told Lakshman, Lakshman, you see these leaves? Lakshman said, yeah, that's okay. Sita was enjoying, in fact, Chitrakoot. Sita Devi, she is teaching us by her actions that we jiva, like her, we enjoy this place, nature, trees, leaves. So she was like that. She was playing a role of jiva to help us understand. She got attracted to a golden deer, no? She got attracted. And Ram was telling Sita, see, this might be a trick. But she didn't hear. Similarly, we get attracted to this nature. Krishna tells us, it's not good. There's a trick of illusion. Don't go. But still we go. So, but Ram told, see, the point is, This is beautiful. But the point is, these leaves, his vision was that these leaves are disconnected from the tree. And they got dried, rotten. Nobody likes it. Similarly, this material world gets disconnected from Krishna. We get disconnected from him, and we get dry, we get rotten, and nobody likes this word. Nobody likes dead people. Nobody likes dead leaves. People trample on it, no? So we don't like dead things. Krishna doesn't like that. And we don't like anything devoid of love. Nobody likes that. Nobody, especially in America. There's a lot of talk of love. Nobody likes no love. Krishna doesn't like that. So that's the point. Why Krishna is not interested? It is dead, temporary, and devoid of love. Why we are like him? Why we want to enjoy? What's the answer? Why we want to enjoy? Because Krishna wants to enjoy. Same psychology in us. We want to enjoy because he wants to enjoy. But here's a trick. Here's a question. And that's raised in one of his purport. Prabhupada raises that. Well, if this psychology is there in Krishna, Krishna wants to enjoy. And if the same thing is in us, we want to enjoy, then we cannot get rid of the psychology of enjoying. What to do? The whole purport of Bhagavatam is to get free of this enjoying tendency, but we cannot, because this tendency is in Krishna. So what do you do with that problem? Krishna consciousness is engaging all propensities in Krishna, no? That's what is Krishna consciousness. You can engage anger. Prabhupada gives example, Hanuman, you're fighting. Preaching is engaging anger. You're battling with wrong ideas. Okay. We can engage greed. Lobh sadhu sange hari katha. That's Narottam Das Thakur, Prabhupada quotes. We can engage greed by being greedy for hearing about Krishna. Lobh sadhu sange hari katha. And then Krodh bhakt vidveshana. We can do anger on people we can be angry on people who are anti to Krishna, offensive to Krishna. How to engage enjoying propensity? That's a question. You can't erase it. It's there in us. What to do? It's a big problem. By the way, any idea? So that's a big problem, and that's a question raised. And what to do? So the trick is, you enjoy service of Lord. That's all. Enjoy service. And that's how we engage our enjoying propensity in service of Krishna. Prabhupada writes in the purport, in 10th Canto, 8th chapter, 10th chapter, 8th verse. In Bhagavad Gita he writes that, initially a devotee is attached to the service. And in mature stages, he becomes attached to the Lord. So attachment means you love it. You enjoy it. Otherwise, what's the meaning of attachment, no? So we enjoy service of Lord. And when we enjoy service of Lord, we become attached to it. And in exchange, we get bliss. We get enjoyment, no? And that enjoyment, we enjoy that bliss, and we use that bliss to do more service. We get that and offer it back. That's how we engage in enjoying propensity. Prabhupada gives example of Ganges water. You take Ganges water, offer it back. So that's a trick. Otherwise, we'll get trapped by this enjoying propensity. We don't have to get rid of it. Find happiness with Krishna. Prabhupada said in small book, Elevation to Krishna Consciousness, enjoy with Krishna. So how? By enjoying his service. That's the idea. So that's the first point which Prabhupada raises in his purport to this line, Etat Bhagavata Rupam. That's what, and Sthulam, that's cross. And the next point which Prabhupada raises is, the word uses Avritam. There are 2 points in this verse. Avritam. Avrita means covering. We all know. So, Krishna covers himself. How? Krishna has 2 tricks to cover. One, he covers himself. By one trick, he covers us. So how this happens? In Bhagavad Gita 7 chapter 25th verse, there's a verse everybody knows. Naham prakasha sarvasya yoga maya samavrita, mudo ayam na vijanati, loko mam ajam avyayam. So Krishna says, I cover myself with Yoga Maya. And interestingly, if you read that purport, Prabhupada starts that purport with a premise. He starts that purport with a premise, with the premise that when Krishna comes, Krishna covers himself, but when he was here, everybody could see him. So, Krishna hides himself, but everybody could see him when he came here. How is this possible? Even non-devotees could see him. And Prabhupada answers in that purport that no, non-devotees could not see him. Even though he was here, they couldn't recognize that he is God. And that's how he covers himself. People think he's an ordinary man. And in fact, it is said in scriptures, Krishna's body is having millions and millions of effulgence of sun. No? So that question is raised. Prabhupada raises this question, I think in 10th Canto, that when Krishna comes, if his body is having millions and millions of sun of effulgence, how can people see him? You can't even see one sun. It's not possible to see. So Prabhupada says, he hides his effulgence. He hides. He seems like ordinary man. Shishupal. Prabhupada gives example of Shishupal. Perfect example. Shishupal, as soon as he was born, as soon as child is born, they cry, no? Or they're made to cry. Shishupal, as soon as he was born, he cursed Krishna. His first verse was cursing Krishna. Abuse, not curse. He abused him. He was having mentality of enviousness. And then entire life he was just abusing Krishna, that's all. And that came in front when there was Rajasvi Yajna. That was arranged by Krishna. Yudhishthira Maharaj told, okay, Krishna should be worshipped first. Everybody was happy. Shishupal came and he said, Krishna, you are this, you are nonsense, you are this, you are that, you are that. Shishupal couldn't recognize his God. And Shishupal was actually in that position, that example is fit because when Krishna is in Vrindavan, okay, it's natural not to recognize his God. He's Vrindavan, he's playing. Brahma got confused. When Krishna is in Dwarka, okay, fine, to a certain extent you don't recognize him because he's acting like a king. But when this particular incident is happening, Yudhishthira Maharaj has arranged Rajasvi Yajna. Brahma, Shiv, Indra, all were invited there. They were all paying obeisances to Krishna in front of everybody. Bhishma, Drona, everybody was there. All demigods. Everybody considered Krishna as supreme. And Shishupal, even after seeing all these things, he couldn't recognize his supreme. That's funny. That's why this incident Prabhupada quotes in Bhagavad Gita. It's appropriate incidents. Perfect, to the point. And Shishupal kept on abusing, that's all. He couldn't recognize. Duryodhan couldn't recognize. Krishna went as a peace messenger. When war was about to happen, Krishna told Pandavas, let's try one more, let's try peace again. And Bhima was always, he was always angry, Bhima said, forget it, let's kill them all, finish them all. That's all, just finish them. Why, Krishna, why are you always after peace? And Krishna said, no problem, let's try once, Let's try peace, because otherwise history will blame us that we started the war. We didn't start the war. They started the war. They are to be blamed. So Krishna told, okay, I'll go as a peace messenger. And Duryodhan planned that I will capture Krishna when he come, I'll kill him. That's what is planning. You are such a foolish person. And of course, I mean to say, all the Duryodhan and Pandavas, they might have heard Krishna lifted Govardhan. Like Krishna did it in Vrindavan, and this news would have spread 100%. You can't hide this news. They knew Krishna lifted Govardhan, they knew Krishna killed so many demons, but yet they were thinking Krishna is ordinary. Why? Because Duryodhan said, actually there was a conversation in Purana, Harivansh Puran, and Duryodhan said, somebody asked Duryodhan, see, don't you believe Krishna is God? He lifted Govardhan on one finger for 7 days and he killed Kaliya, he was dancing on Kaliya. Don't you believe? Duryodhan told, well, he's a yogi. He said like that. He's having mystic powers. I don't know. He might have done some meditation sometimes and he got powers. So some people thought he is human, some people thought he is superhuman, but Prabhupada says in introduction to Bhagavad Gita, he is not human, he is not superhuman, he is not extraordinary human. He is beyond human. Prabhupada brings that point in introduction. So they couldn't recognize, nobody could recognize. Only very few people could recognize he is God. Pandavas, Brajvasis, Dwarkavasis, on planet Earth. And that's pretty much, people were thinking. Some people thought he's king, some people thought he's yogi, some people thought he's a cheater. Shishupal thought he's a cheater. Pondrik thought he's a cheater. He's just showing he has chakra. And Pondrik everybody knows, no? King of Kashi. And then he came to challenge Krishna. Krishna, you're nonsense, I also have a chakra. He made artificial hands, he stuck it here. And there was chakra and what Shankar, and he will see, I'm having. Krishna told, okay. Oh, sorry, he didn't put chakra. He was having one hand here, one, lotus, Shank. And Krishna came. Krishna told, well, you are Krishna, yeah, nice. So, well, you don't have a chakra, so take my chakra. And then finish, that's all. It's finished. So, that's the point. The point is, why these people could not recognize Krishna. Even after so much evidence. What's the problem? The problem is in this verse. The problem Krishna quotes in this verse, 725. Yog Maya Samavrita. Krishna hides himself by his own potency. He hides himself. That's why they cannot recognize him. And when he comes here, he hides his personal form. And for all of us, when he goes back, we are all without Krishna here. And he hides us, he covers himself by Yogmaya, and he covers our eyes through Mahamaya. There are two energies. So people who are now not in pastimes of Krishna, we are covered by Mahamaya. When Krishna was here, he covered himself by Yogmaya. And his endeavor is to hide himself. But the question is, why he wants to hide himself? That's a big question. I mean to say, Prabhupada says in this line, Lord reserves the right of not being exposed to the eyes. Why doesn't want to expose ourselves in front of him? Is he merciless? Or we just saw he is having causeless mercy. He wants to do mercy. He wants to show himself, but still he's hiding himself. What's the problem? Does he want us to know that he's God? Many materialist people, they ask, why doesn't God show himself? If he can show himself, I'll agree to it. He's here. No. But he doesn't do that. Why? Because Prabhupada mentions here, if we deny Krishna, then he will give us all intelligence, all opportunity to deny him. That's what he is. If we consider Krishna as light, we become light. We go in from Jyoti. If we consider Krishna as an ordinary person, we become ordinary man. If we consider Krishna in cycle of birth and death, we get entangled in cycle of birth and death. If we consider Krishna as matter, his body is made of matter, we get a body made of matter. Yathamam prapadyante tam sathe bhajamyam. If we deny Krishna, Krishna says, okay, fine. You deny me. I'll give you all intelligence to deny me. I'll give you all opportunities to deny me. I'll put you in a situation where you'll be convinced that I'm not there. That's what Krishna is. So he will put us in matter. Okay, we want to deny Krishna. Krishna is ordinary man. He's made of matter. Okay, fine. Krishna says, now you take matter. You want matter? Okay, take matter. You will live in matter. You will eat matter. You will pass matter as shit. Everything will be matter for you. You'll be absorbed in matter. Because you think, I am made of matter. And now you see what happens. You want matter? Okay, fine. You will think you are matter. And what happens by all these things? Krishna is like Father. He knows that if we deny him, he says, okay, no problem, deny me. If you deny me, I'll put you in matter and you'll suffer. And when you'll suffer, then you will know, oh yeah, it's not a good proposal, to deny him. And then we might accept him. So it's just like father and mother. If a child says to his father, see, Father, I don't want to be in your business. Father is requesting the child, no, now you've grown up, my business is there, you come and do business with me, I'll teach you. Child says, no, I don't want to open my own business. Father explains, he doesn't agree. So father says, okay, try, no problem. And the mother will say to father, no, he's a kid, he doesn't know how to do business, help him, even though he denies. Father tells, no problem, let him deny, let him learn, let him become mature. It's like that, no? It seems father is strict, but it seems mother is merciful, father is strict, but actually mother is foolish and father is intelligent and merciful. Because mother doesn't understand that if you pamper the child, if he's doing... Many people in this world who share business with their parents, they don't learn how to do business. They're not successful businessmen. And that is why previously good businessman people, at least in India it is a tradition like that, business people, they don't allow their children to participate in their own business. They tell them, go and open your business. Go and open your business. The mother is requesting, no. Father says, no, otherwise he'll not learn. So similarly, if we deny Krishna, Krishna says, okay, I give you opportunity, you will learn by denying me what it means to deny me. There's a big gravity to deny me. You don't know what it means to deny me? Okay, fine. What it means to deny him, that we will be absorbed in matter. We will be absorbed in dead, temporary, and things which have no love. Our mind will be absorbed, our mind will be attracted towards all these things and will suffer. That's all. And then after some time we'll realize, it's not a good thing. Let me not deny God, let me accept Him. That's all. So, He helps us in that regard by covering us with Mahamaya, by illusion. At the same time, He is hiding Himself to help us. He is hiding Himself to give us mercy. But He doesn't feel good when He hides Himself. That's there in Bhagavatam. When Krishna was in Ras Leela, he was dancing in Ras Leela, he disappeared. Everybody knows now. He was dancing with gopis and he disappeared. And then it's there in Bhagavatam. Gopis asked him, why did you disappear? That's what we're talking about, no? He doesn't appear in front of us. So gopis asked, why did you disappear? Krishna told, see, I disappeared, that's okay, to increase your love for me. Because if you're not in front of anybody, familiarity brings contempt, no? If you're with somebody, if you're away from him, then you develop more love. I disappeared to increase your love. With gopis, it's a different case, to increase their love. Gopis do not deny Krishna, but he himself. But Krishna told, I didn't feel happy when I was out of your sight. You were not happy, that's okay, but I was also not happy when I was out of your sight. Krishna is not happy to not appear in front of us. He's not happy. He wants us to know Him, but we don't want to know Him. That's the problem. That is the problem. And that's why big arrangement. Just for one idea that I don't like Krishna, I don't want to know Him. Such a big arrangement, you can imagine, to correct us. Such a big arrangement. This is mercy. This is mercy. You such a sophisticated, such a big arrangement, you can't understand what's happening. Millions of universes. Why? So that we understand Him. That's mercy, no? That's causeless mercy. That's causeless mercy. Who will take so much pain to rectify people like us? No. Nobody takes so much pain. If a kid always is naughty, one time you can resist, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. If he's simply naughty, you send him to hostel, get lost from here. Be in hostel, that's all. We can't handle you. That's all, finish. So nobody takes pain, but Krishna is taking pains life after life after life after life. He is there with us, life after life. We are denying Him, we are abusing Him, we are not accepting Him, but still He is there with us as Super Soul. He is always there with us. Tva Suparna Sayujya Sakhaya Samanam Etat Samanam, what's that? That this is an Upanishad slok Prabhupada quotes a lot. There's a tree and there are two birds on this tree. One bird is watching what's happening, another bird is enjoying. And the tree is this word, a body. And we are the small bird who is enjoying, and the big bird he's watching. What he's doing? Nonsense. I'm sitting beside him. Justam yada pashyamanyadisham iti vitaraga socha shoka. As soon as we turn our face towards him, as soon as we stop denying him, all our miseries over. With raga shoka, our attachment and our miseries, everything's finished at that moment. So that's what this verse is all about. This verse is all about interest. Devotion is all about interest and love. That's all. That's all devotion is all about. And this verse, Sukadeva Goswami is speaking to help us understand that whatever Krishna is doing, he is appearing in front of us, he is not appearing in front of us, he is hiding himself, he is covering us with illusion, all with one intention, all with one goal, that we should again develop interest in him. We should become attached to him, we should love him. That's the primary goal. That's what Prabhupada explains here. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki. Any questions? So 2 points you have to remember today. That's all. The first point is Rupam, his form. I'm just summarizing. Because after lecture, many people ask, Prabhu, what did you hear? Yeah, it was nice, but nobody can explain. So I'm just summarizing. Prabhupada takes 2 points. One is about form. This material world is his body. He's not interested, but he takes care. That's called causeless mercy. Another point, we talked about avritam, hiding. When he comes here in front of us, he hides himself through his potency yogmaya. When he goes back, he covers our eyes through mahamaya. Why he does so? Because we deny him. That's all. It's our problem. He hides himself like a father. He hides himself to give us opportunity to understand that without him we'll not be happy. That's all. And Prabhupada says here, Prabhupada mentions here, conditioned souls want to lord it over material nature. Lord it over material nature, that you're denying God. That's another way of saying. You're denying his supremacy, you want supremacy. You want to become Lord. You're denying he's enjoyer, soul enjoyer. I want to be also enjoyer, soul enjoyer. That's the same thing. That's denying in one sense. So that's what we covered. Okay. Now any questions? Anybody? You want to ask? Sthulam devyahitam maya. Yes,
so sometimes the description of the pastimes of the Lord questioned. For example, if Indra was so much had so much false ego, yet he was a devotee of the Lord, and it was a pastime of the Lord. So was he in Maya, or was he just covered by yoga Maya? So many times devotees question.
Yeah, especially about Indra, yeah. Especially about Indra, he is like a...
Brahma,
yeah.
and there's Arjuna, and so some say, well, Krishna made him in Maya, but then sometimes you hear, well, he's just covering by yoga Maya, so how do I understand that?
Yeah, you're right. Even in Gita, Arjuna, that's what you're asking, even in Gita, Arjuna is confused. So, okay, what about Indra first? Indra, just again and again he's forgetting Krishna is God. No? Govardhan first time he forgot Krishna is God. Then Krishna went to Dwarka. Satyabhama, incidents of Parijat flower. Satyabhama asked Krishna to get Parijat flower, a tree from heaven. Krishna goes to heaven. Indra says, I'll not let you get out. And he's having a fight with him. So it seems. And then Krishna went to a forest, and that forest, the deity of forest is said, I want fire because I am having indigestion. So many rishis are doing yagya, they're putting ghee, I got indigestion. I don't know what was happening, but that's the story. So he said, so Agnidev, he said, I'm getting indigestion because so much ghee. I want to I want some food. So Krishna told, okay, burn this forest, eat this. And then Indra, come on, I can't get this forest burned because Indra's friend was in the forest, snake. And snake, he asked, if you burn the forest, I'll die. He prayed to Indra. Indra said, okay, fine, I'll help you. And then when Arjuna was trying to burn the forest with his arrows, Indra reigned. And again he forgot Krishna as supreme. So what's happening? That's a question. Why is forgetting? He's seeing. We don't forget. What about him? He should not forget. So is he an illusion or not? That's a question. Is he covered by Mahamaya or Yogamaya? That's a question. So, Prabhupada says many demigods are not pure devotees. Like Gandharvas, Kinnaras, so many people. Like, for example, we are singing Kubera Atmaja Ubadha, the two sons of Kubera, Nalagriv and what's the other name? Nalakubar and Manigriv, two of them. So they were just enjoying. They were not pure devotees. Indra is special, by the way. Indra is special because Indra, he is used by Krishna to perform his pastimes. So Indra goes into illusion, but Krishna makes him put in illusion so that he can do his pastimes. Because after Govardhan pastime, he could understand Krishna is God. No? He came and he begged. And Krishna told, okay, fine, that's okay. That's fine. He came and he did Abhishek to Krishna. We all know Govind Kund is made by him. He gave a name to Krishna, Govinda. But then after that, again he forgets. And he gets confused. And there is in Puranas, then he goes to Krishna. He tells Krishna, what's happening to me? I'm mad or what's happening to me? Krishna will know, don't worry. I made you confused. Because I wanted to show something to this world. I'm using you. So many times Krishna uses these big personalities. Brahma, Shiva, Indra, Durga. They are special demigods. They are special. So Krishna uses them. Other demigods, they are not really pure devotees. They are themselves confused. Everybody in heaven is not super convinced. Everybody in heaven knows Vishnu is God, but they are not super convinced because there's so much pleasure they forget. Heavenly damsels and so many. But Indra is special. So that's one explanation that Krishna uses them. Krishna used Brahma for his service. How can Brahma run after a daughter? Even we'll not do that. And yeah. Well, it's covered by Mahamaya or Yogamaya. Well, for confusing his devotees, he uses his personal energy. It's not. See, from Krishna's perspective, Mahamaya, Yogamaya, there's not much difference. So he uses his energy. He can make Mahamaya as Yogamaya, Yogamaya as Mahamaya. He can do anything. Prabhupada writes in one of his purport. So what energy he's using, I don't know. But he's personally handling him. For us, we are an illusion. Illusion is working. It's like blind watchmaker, He has done and we are just flowing with the river. But for them, he's personally putting an illusion and then taking them out. Just like Arjuna, he personally doing. So that's maybe his personal energy he's using, not external energy. Because otherwise you can't make any sense. Lord Brahma, he's running after daughter. You can't make any sense out of it. Nobody, even a person, when Lord Brahma was doing this act, all the rishis were trying to make Brahma understand, Brahma, what you are doing? You are a grandfather. You are the original person, first person. You can't understand this. You are the originator of Vedas. He got really confused. But then Krishna used him to show us that if even Brahma cannot resist illusion, we are nowhere in the picture. So that's why. And Sukadeva Goswami, by the way, Sukadeva Goswami could have hidden this pastime. He narrated this pastime in Bhagavatam. Why? He didn't want to condescend Brahma. No, everybody knows Brahma did this, and like who wants to worship him? No, like he would have hidden this pastime. Okay, fine, one pastime hidden. He could have told another pastimes, but he chose this pastime just to make us understand that even big personalities, they can be fooled by illusion. Nobody is immune. Even liberated people are not immune. Until unless you are in this word, there's always chances to fall down. Prabhupada says in 6th Canto, Rishabdev, verse says, until unless you are not back in spiritual world, you're always prone to illusion, even though you're liberated, like Jivan Mukti, still Maya is strong. It'll try you. Lord Shiva, he got attracted towards Mohini. And afterwards, that was like funny. Lord Shiva is running after Mohini avatar, and he couldn't understand what's happening. His all clothes were out. He was naked in front of everybody. His associates, Parvati, he couldn't understand. He was fully attracted. And then afterwards, Mohini, she came back in the form of Vishnu. And then Shiva prayed. Shiva told, okay. Shiva told, well, I'm not that unhappy by doing this act because I got attracted towards Vishnu. That's a form of Vishnu. So Krishna used him. Krishna put him in illusion to help us understand. Shiva is the greatest Vaishnava. Vaishnavana Matha Shambhu. Even he can fall into illusion. So we should never be confident in this material world. By our own, we are never confident. But we have confidence on Krishna. If we are with Krishna, if we are true to him, true to his teachings, we are sincere, then nothing will happen. But still we have to be alert at all time. We can't afford to not be alert. It's not possible. That's what all these pastimes are explaining. Okay, that's it. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for listening.